Hey guys, welcome to another Fibers in the Wind video. This is going to be an unedited product review, and in today's video we are going to be reviewing Hobby Lobby's I Love This Yarn. I actually don't have a skein to show you because the yarn I bought, I used it all, but I did save the wrapper so that I could film said video. So we are at Columbia Park. I apologize, this is going to be an unedited video, so there is going to be noises in the background. My apologies, but I just wanted to show you what the wrapper looks like. And yeah, so this is what the wrapper looks like of the Hobby Lobby I Love This Yarn. This is 100% 4-ply worsted weight acrylic. And I think that the labels are just so pretty. I mean, they're really sparkly, and I just think they're really nice. Also, what I really like about the label is they have a picture of a free pattern, and if you want to crochet the free pattern, all you gotta do is open up the label, and the free pattern is right there on the inside of the label. Comes completely free with said yarn. So that's really cool. I actually really like when yarn brands offer really nice free patterns inside the label. And like this is literally the entirety of the pattern, so I mean, I think it's very convenient and easy to follow because it's not a whole big bulky thing. And I also like that they do give you a picture of like what it's supposed to look like as well. So we're doing a review of the label as well. So that's really nice. Props to Hobby Lobby for that. Mine is a little weird looking, but because I have this like little piece on it here. But it has all the yarn information here. So this is a 7-ounce skein, 199 grams, 355 yards, 325 meters. It is a 4-ply medium, and it is 100% acrylic. So it says that you need to use US 8 or 5 millimeter knitting needles or a US I9 5.5 millimeter crochet hook. For this, you get 7 ounces for a total listed price of $4.99, which is not bad for 7 ounces. And you guys, let me just start into this yarn. I definitely think if you're looking for a higher end quality acrylic yarn that's not going to break the bank, this is definitely it. I stopped using Red Heart's acrylic yarn when over the years it just became such bad quality that when I went to pull the yarn out to use it, I could barely even make anything with it because it was already falling apart. Now, I don't know why Red Heart is like this. It never used to be. So I am trying to move to where the light is not in your guys' way. It's in your way anyway. Anywho, I'm just going to move over. This is such a good yarn because I don't find that I have splitting happening when I'm using this yarn at all. There's like not a problem with that. And the label is just really cute. It really is cute. So I'm going to show you a project that I have not entirely completed but almost completed with said yarn, and you can see for yourself the quality. So I made this phone purse. I still have to weave in the ends and sew the straps on, but it's basically big enough to put your purse, your ID, cash, credit or debit card, earbuds, a charger, what have you. And then I still have to sew on the strap. It's crossbody. I have to sew that on. So, but just look at the quality of said strap. Let's just look at that. It's such a beautiful strap. This is Seahawks themed for anybody who's wondering. The Seattle Seahawks are a football team, in case you weren't aware of that if you don't live in Washington. So that is why we made it like this. There is, I noticed, a little pilling that could just get cut off, but that's from how it was sitting. However, I do love how this project came out. It worked up very smoothly. That's important. It's got enough stiffness while also being super soft. It's not overly soft because if you know, there are some other acrylic yarns, I'm not going to name them, that are so soft and unstructured that you can't even hold on to the yarn while you're working on it, and it has like way too much drape. So you want a good balance of drapiness and sturdy structure when you're looking for an acrylic yarn, for any yarn really, because if it's too soft, then it's going to not be easy to work with at all. It's going to be slipping and sliding through your hands. And if it's too structured and stiff, then it's going to be hard to make stuff with it, right? So you want something balanced. And again, the balance for that is going to be different for each fiber type and for whatever project you're working on. Like I have this cotton yarn, which is a little harder to work with because it's more structured and stiff, and that's what you want for this type of cotton yarn. But for an acrylic, you want something that's stiff enough and sturdy enough to have structure and hold its weight, but soft and buttery enough to where you can make clothing pieces with it and to where it just doesn't feel all scratchy in your hands. And I think this is a testimony to how well it worked up. And one thing that I really like about this yarn is that they don't have a problem with splitting. I don't have to worry about trying to keep the yarn from splitting, like with other brands like Red Heart and some other brands. The yarn just splits so terribly with those. This actually holds together and doesn't split a super ton, which I really, really appreciate. Plus, they come in a bajillion colors. I don't know exactly how many, more than 30, I believe. I could be wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. If you know how many colors this yarn comes in, let me know in the comments. I don't know, but it comes in a lot of variegated colors, a lot of solid colors, and your 7-ounce skeins. So you're getting a large amount for only $5. Well, it's $4.99, but I'm just gonna say $5. But honestly, I would switch from Red Heart to this because you get a bunch of color options. You get yarn that's soft enough, but also sturdy enough. And personally for me, I like this combo. It's really nice, and it works up really nice. I don't have to worry about the yarn falling apart while I'm making a project, which is really crucial. So all in all, do I think this is a good quality yarn? Absolutely, I think this yarn is great. I think it's well worth the money. I think the quality is 10 times better than Red Heart. They have a bunch of yarn colors and stuff like that. And I think it's worth your money if you're looking for a really good quality acrylic yarn. The Hobby Lobby I Love This Yarn is definitely going to be, in my personal opinion, your best bet for an acrylic yarn. Sorry, I keep moving and the sun keeps poking through. But yeah, I think it's nice. Plus, for what you're paying for, you get a free pattern on the inside of every single wrapper, and I just think that that's totally amazing. So I think it's really a good quality yarn. You can wash them, you can dry them. If you're making clothing patterns and purses, you might want to wash your purse once in a while, and you can throw these in the washer, and they're great. So all in all, I just really think it's a good yarn. Like I've repeated multiple times, the quality is great. It works up really effortlessly. It's smooth in my hands while also still having structure. It has a good stretch to it while not being too stretchy at the same time. And I find that I like it better than Red Heart mainly because the quality is amazing. And also because I can never decide which colors to get because there's so many choices. I could be wrong, but I believe they have at least a minimum of 30 different colors, maybe even more. I don't know for certain, but they have a lot. And I think that this yarn is worth your money. I'm sorry I don't have a skein on hand to show you, but it's just because I used it. I liked it so much I just used it. I didn't save it. I wanted to thoroughly use it before I gave my review on it so that I would be equipped to tell you how I thought. Is there anything about the yarn that I don't like? Well, no, not really. I tried to find faults that I really just couldn't stand, things that I wish were different. honestly, I wouldn't change a thing about this yarn. It's a really great acrylic, and I really do think that it's fabulous. So I recommend that you buy this yarn. I think that it's a great yarn. And also, if you do decide that you want to buy this yarn, maybe you were on the fence initially and you came to this video for a product review to determine if it's the right acrylic yarn for you. And if you've decided that you wanted to buy this yarn, you can go to hobbylobby.com and you can buy this yarn at any time. Or if you have a Hobby Lobby, a retailer in your area, you can buy it. I do want to mention that twice a month for one full week, they do have 30% off all their yarn. So you can see if they are on sale that week, and you can get this yarn at 30% off. And it's 30% off every yarn that you buy there. And the best way to check is you can go to hobbylobby.com and you can look, they have a picture of their paper ad, and it'll show you either a picture of the yarn being on sale or the fabric being on sale. So 1 week fabric is on sale for that whole week, and then the next week the yarn is on sale for that whole week, and it's twice a month for a week each every single month. So this is an indefinite, ever-going sale for the most part. They've been doing it since the beginning of the business, pretty much. They've done it forever. I mean, they've been offering this sale for well over 10 years. I'm sure of it, or at least for a really long time. So, and it's twice a month for a week each. And so just check the ad on their website, and it'll show a picture of either a thing of fabric or a ball of yarn. And you'll know if that's the week for the sale. And again, it is Monday through Saturday is the yarn sale. And it's twice a month, every month. So it's literally year-round, every other week. So, and you get 30% off all of their yarn. So if you're looking to buy the yarn, but maybe you're thinking $5 is just a little more than you'd like to pay, just check out their website and then see if it's that week for the sale. I do want to point out that it's an in-person and online sale. So if you don't have a Hobby Lobby in your area and you're okay with buying the yarn on their website, you can add that sale to your purchase on the site as well. But if you do want to shop in person and you do have a Hobby Lobby in your area, you can take advantage of that sale in person also. So it's great because you can do the sale online or you can do the sale in person, and it's 30% off every other week for the entire week. So it's a really great discount. And like I said, it extends to all of their yarns. So if you find any other yarns there that you like, you can just load up, which is really, really cool. So anyways, if you liked this yarn review, don't forget to like the video and don't forget to subscribe. I apologize, I'm not able to do edited videos at this time. I'm in between living situations, and I just don't have my own space yet. So if you like this kind of content, thank you for pushing all the buttons, and I will see you in another video. Bye.